So the primary function of Shakespeare's play within a play is to make his audience laugh hysterically, which he has made me laugh hysterically several times when I've seen this performed, because it's truly a brilliant piece of comedy. And what the play within a play is it's a group of ancient Greek community theater makers, this little community theater troupe of mechanicals, which is Shakespeare's word for laborers, people who work with their hands. They are trying to put together a play to perform for Duke Theseus's wedding day. So there's kind of a contest of who's going to get to entertain Theseus on his wedding day. And this group of mechanicals are trying to win it. So they're putting on a production of Pyramus and Thisbe, which is based on a poem by the Roman poet Ovid. And it's a very dramatic story. It's what Romeo and Juliet is based on. It's two lovers divided by a wall, and it's very tragic. And of course, when these mechanicals take it on, and with their, they're not intellectuals. They're not theater makers with MFAs and years of experience. They're community theater makers. So they do it pretty poorly, and to our great hilarity. And Philostrate, who is trying to warn Theseus, Philostrate is his attendant. He tries to warn Theseus not to watch this play by saying they never labored in their minds till now. So these very unqualified theater makers are putting on a play for the love of it and for the honor of getting to do the entertainment for Theseus's wedding day. So the main purpose for Shakespeare is to get an audience to come see his play and enjoy the heck out of it, because he was a playwright. He was publishing for the stage. He did not think of himself like we think of him. I know in our modern day we kind of think of Shakespeare as this huge literary giant that you can only access if you're a huge nerd or got a degree in English literature. But this huge compilation of Shakespeare's works, this is not what he was working towards. He was a businessman. He was trying to make his audience just laugh and cry and experience the full range of human emotion and want to come back and see more of his plays, and so he and his troupe could make more money. So that's the first goal for Shakespeare, was mercenary and comedy. So on the second half of your question, what is Shakespeare saying with this play within a play? Well, he was commenting on his contemporary audience, and in so doing also commenting on his contemporary audiences of today. By putting an audience within an audience, a meta audience, they become kind of our surrogate, and the audience watching the audience are getting to see what we're like watching a play. So in Shakespeare's day, he performed for all ranges of society. He performed for, the common man, the blue-collar worker, like our mechanicals, who could pay a penny and go see a play at the Globe, standing in the pit as a groundling. And he also performed for kings and queens. He performed at court, and so he often had royal and noble audience members. And he also performed at the law courts. So he had lots of lawyers and other gentry watching his plays in those venues as well, which were very intimate, like we would see in our play within a play. These nobles, Theseus and his new bride and our lovers, they're all watching from a very close distance, because they have to be watching, as part of the play. So we get a very direct comparison of what his audience was like, particularly his noble audiences. And the higher you go in society, often the more entitled you are. And so his noble and gentle audience members would often talk through his plays and make comments on it and interrupt. And so by putting an audience on stage that's doing that very thing within the play, he's kind of commenting on his contemporary audiences that were doing the same thing and kind of calling them out, showing how rude it is to be doing this. And it really flusters the mechanicals. They're out on stage performing their hearts out, and they keep getting interrupted. And so it's very hard for them. So anyway, that's one commentary. And a second commentary is also when we see the audience within the play making fun of the over dramatic hijinks of the Pyramus and Thisbe play, we are kind of making fun of them because we just watched them go through a whole play of over dramatic hijinks, right? The love triangle and that whole mess, and well, really it's a love quadrangle, and you know, death threats and fights and people turning into donkeys. It's just a completely ridiculous play that our audience within the play has just acted out. So by extension, we see our surrogate audience laughing at the play within a play. We're laughing at them, and that makes a comment on us. We, as humans, are, messes ourselves. We have all sorts of problems, and we get into all sorts of messes. And so we are also being commented on by saying, maybe we enjoy watching these people make fools of themselves, but we ourselves are also fools and are, characters in a play of our own. So anyway, those are a couple of responses to what this play within a play is doing and what it's saying about Shakespeare's audience then and also today.